same pack and nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go set. Red 80. I'm going back to you. Check.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 20.
First down, Jets.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check it back. Hey, alert 3. 6-6, pull it high. Red 80. Hey, echo.
Darnold from the gun. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Check 4.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jets 7, Bills nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Hey, let's go. Inside 54. Mike 50.
To throw is Harris. On first down, Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Harris now going to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Gurley again here on first down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, Harris. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Harris to throw again. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking sideline, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Go, go. No gain on this. Hayward. 7's a Mike.
Operating from the gun, Harris. It's caught, Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
Gain of 22 yards. That's another Bills first down.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On the ready. Check 55, Mike. It's a party now. Bang, 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 bang.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Eddie Goldman on the stop. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Check Mike 55. Mike 54. Army. Army. Mike's back. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I'll get him.
Now Harris on third down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
7's and 8. Exit. 7's and Mike. Mike 7. Better break.
To throw is Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
61. Matchbox White. Hey, Charlie.
Play action. It's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense is not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there from McCaffrey. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Shit. Watch twist. Watch it go.
On the counter, it's Yeldon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Whip. Watch the whip. 80 weapon. 24 is the mic. Check, 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 check. 24 is the mic. Set the tone.
Here's Harris to throw on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold, man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Off of play action, Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Alpha.
Out of the the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that can get you in big trouble.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go again.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So we've hit halftime. Just teams at the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
The tackle by Taki. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Jim.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Tighten up. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You're trash. Mike, 5-5. Mike, 55.
To throw on 3rd down. Harris. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Put it to him, Jack.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. To throw is Harris. To throw on second down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there.
Back to throw. Harris. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now it's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Strip the ball. Straight. Dude.
Throwing on second and 8. Darnold. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Lady. X3. 218. Chopper.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Todd Gurley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Looking to throw. Harris caught on the right side by Jones. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 7. I'm coming up to you.
Back to throw. Harris. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Harris now throwing again, going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Harris on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again they run with Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we do.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Right there. All day, baby.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From just shy of midfield, Darnold. That's Samuel caught left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Gurley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Cannon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. That's it. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Harris on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Here's Harris. Going to throw again. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
You think you won't get this? Hayward. You think you won't get this? 24 is the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 24, they go.
To throw is Harris. To throw on 3rd down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. Hey, Lobo. Get it together. Look slow. 80 weapons. Out.
Off play action. Harris. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
24 is the mic. Quick throw. And bring it. 24 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. 25. Grab it.
From the gun, Harris. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Looking to throw. Harris going for it all. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the screen. Check.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Always got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I'll tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back. Check 43. Show it.
Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Mike, 55. Check.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Under crunch. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. West. 54. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Kill. On the ball.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That's it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm coming. SOS.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 12-yard line.
Keep it up, guys.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Harris now on 3rd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get some penetration here.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
54's Mike. Check. 54. Here we go, D.
Harris operating from the gun. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Harris to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters,